Hello, good evening.
Good
Am
evening.
I audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are. Welcome to today's session. I hope I'm clearly audible and visible to you.
Yeah, ma'am. You are clearly audible.
Okay, thank you for confirming. So, how are you doing today? How's the day going so far for you?
Yeah, I'm doing really well. Thanks for asking. It has been a great day for me. I did so many things.
Okay, wonderful. That's nice. I believe we are meeting for the first time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we can start by introducing ourselves. I'll go first. My name is Shafia, and I have been
Please.
working as an educator and communication coach for over 4 years. Today, I'm really excited to share some valuable tips and insights to help you improve your communication. I'd love to know a bit about you as well.
Yeah. So this side, Kaiser. I am from Bokaro Steel City, Jharkhand. By profession, I am an English language trainer. I became a trainer accidentally. It was not my goal,
Mhm.
but when I started this journey, I got into it. This is a brief introduction about me.
Okay, so you're already an English trainer, right? How about
Yeah,
your, you know, journey to joining EnglishYaari?
actually, I'm an English language trainer as well as a YouTuber. So I belong to Jharkhand. So sometimes I have to face some difficulties in order to pronounce some word.
Due to MTI?
Yeah, due to MPI, I have been working on this language. It's been almost 5 years.
Oh, wow.
I studied from I studied from Hindi medium background. I started journey of English language from very scratch. When I started the journey, I didn't even know few sentences in English language. So to be honest, let me be frank with you. 5 years ago, I was a welder.
Hmm.
I worked in Saudi Arabia as well as Dubai. So in order to enhance my skills in English language, wherever I went to face interview,
Hmm.
everywhere English was compulsory. English was compulsory at it has been a popular language across the globe. Every interviewer wants candidate to speak in English language.
Correct.
So in the beginning, I had to struggle in order to understand this language, but hopefully I'm getting better day by day.
I can already see that. Since you said that it has been a journey of 5 years for you, right? Which is pretty amazing
Yes,
that you are able to speak so well and you started from a very beginner level, right?
yeah,
Where you, so how has it been? Like, do you find English easy, or do you think it is a difficult language to learn?
no. I think there is no language which can be easier than English language.
I agree with you here.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the people who are struggling to speak in English language just because English is a tough language, no, they do not want to speak in English language. This is a lame issue that they are not able to speak. English needs practice,
Hmm.
dedication, commitment.
Hmm.
If you do not motivate yourself to speak in English language, you get demotivated every now and then. How did we learn our native language? We are speaking our native language comfortably. Why can't we speak in English language? We cannot speak in English language because we do not want to speak. If we want to eat, do we eat or not? If we
Surely
want
we
to
do.
sleep, do we sleep or not?
Hmm.
When we feel thirsty, do we drink or not?
Hmm.
If English is compulsory necessity for us, definitely we will speak. Why most of the people are not able to? This is my personal perception, man.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
far as I'm concerned about it,
Hmm.
why they are struggling? Because they learn English to pass the exam, to crack the interview. They do not have any core interest in this language. So unless you get into this language, will not be able to speak. Unfortunately. So first of all, you have to generate your interest. in order to speak in English language. That's what I feel.
True. You had a passion, right? That's why you are here, to learn English. And
Yes,
then you started as a beginner. It's very motivating and it's very inspiring to hear your story that you were working as a welder back in Saudi and Dubai. And then you are right now here. You learned the language from scratch and you are also working as an English trainer, which is amazing.
yes.
Uh,
Yeah, actually, I'm spreading awareness. In my locality, the society where I belong to, there is no culture of English language. Most of the people think that this is a tough language, cannot be spoken.
mhm,
I just try to make them realize, no, this is the language anybody can speak. If we can speak our native language, similarly we can speak in English language.
right. So have you taught English to anyone at your home as well?
Yeah, my daughter speaks English.
And she learnt it from you.
Yeah,
Okay. How about anyone else apart from your daughter?
no, nobody speaks. Not in my family, entire my dynasty.
Oh, so you were the first one to make that difference.
Yes. Uh,
Great.
I'm trying to make difference in my society as well.
Hmm.
Actually, ma'am, during my journey, what I have found that we have associated this language to our dignity, self-image. Okay. We don't want to put ourselves in discomfort zone. We want to speak this language comfortably. Look at our native language. How did we start? In order to speak our native language, we had to struggle. We started listening, speaking. We did not read and write. But
Hmm.
in case of English language, we want to read first, write first. We do not want to listen. We only want to speak. If you are not a good listener, you cannot be a good speaker.
Totally. So let's say, like, you thought of, coming from Saudi, and things might have changed for you, like when you came here. In terms of money, if we talk, when you were in Saudi, you might be getting paid good. But when you came
Yeah,
here, when you came back, was it only for the purpose of learning English, or do you had another other plans as well?
yeah, yeah. In the beginning, when I started this journey, I wanted to get a better job. I wanted to get a better job, but there are some rumors that is being spread everywhere that English can be learned within 3 months,
Hmm.
2 months. Even somebody says within a month it is possible to speak. So think
Hmm.
about those students who are from Hindi medium background. Hindi medium background, within 2 to 3 months, they do not understand English language, sentence structure. How will they be able to speak? So during my journey, I thought I should aware people regarding English language as much as I can do. So I forget to get a better job. I started my own class. It's
I
been
forgot.
uh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. I forgot to get a better job. I started my own class. It's been around 3.5 years. I have been running my own class where I teach basic English as well as make people aware of irrational fears like fear of making mistakes. I did earlier. I made a mistake. You corrected me.
Hmm.
But look at my face. I do not regret. This is the process of learning.
Right.
Sometimes we speak properly, sometimes we make a mistake. Similarly, in our native language, don't we make a mistake while speaking our native language? We
Most
do,
of the
but
times.
nobody cares.
Hmm.
But nobody cares. But in case of English language, people are ready to pull your leg. They are looking at you whether you are going to make a mistake or not.
Hmm.
Once you make a mistake, they will catch then and there and make you feel embarrassed that you are not a good speaker, you are not able to speak, you made a mistake. So it
Yes, that
happens
happens.
most of the places.
Hmm. Especially if someone is trying new, right? If someone is learning for the first time and they are trying to speak in English in order to improve their skills, people will mock them, right? Make them feel that, oh, especially if speaking English is also associated with, oh, how modern they are. They are being very modern, they speak in English. That is also one thing which is prevalent in India, right? So
Yeah.
that is also I have come across.
So
There are a lot of people who want to speak, but due to the fear that what will people say, they don't give it try.
yeah. So actually they do not want to get insulted. Yeah. They so in I haven't understood yet that unless you start speaking,
Hmm.
you cannot be a confident speaker. It is obvious when you start speaking, it is obvious that you are going to make some silly mistakes. Everybody does. So we should learn from our mistakes. We should not rely on it. We should not depend on it. Oh, I made a mistake. I'm not supposed to speak. We should not think like that. We should realize our mistake and move forward. We cannot stuck at one place. That's what I believe. While speaking English, I believe that I make so many silly mistakes, but I don't care. Anyhow, I have to be a confident as well as fluent speaker of English language.
Which is a very good quality. That's what when I meet my other learners and they are speaking English, even if they're speaking good, they don't feel confident while they speak. So I tell them that even if you're making mistakes, do it confidently. Don't care that people will judge you or you are not speaking good. People will mock you because I tell them fake it until you make it for confidence building.
Yeah.
So,
So,
how did you, get the
ma'am,
motivation? Yeah, yeah,
yeah, ma'am, is there anybody who does not have critics? Everybody has.
right,
So why too afraid?
exactly.
We should work on ourselves. We should try to get better every now and then.
I do agree with you. But only a few people like you are, right, who take this courage. They don't care about what people think. There will be a very few people who will think like that, not everyone. So, how did you find this courage?
So
Like, what motivated you? How did it
actually,
happen
ma'am,
that suddenly you were learning English and then you started your own classes and now you are doing good in that as well?
so ma'am, believe or not, when I started learning English, I didn't even know A to Z in English language.
Hmm.
I didn't know about anything at all. When I started my journey at very initial stage, people used to make fun of me a lot. In the beginning, I used to say very, very calm. Hmm? So I was not able to pronounce even small words.
Hmm.
Still, I'm facing that problem, but I'm trying to overcome. Once I get to know it was my mistake, hereafter I will not repeat it. But I never ever rely on it. I believe moving forward.
I believe
So
in moving forward.
yeah, I believe in moving forward. So what happened at initial stage, I didn't know anything at very first day of my class when
Hmm.
I stood in front of 15, 20 students. I was completely nervous. I was completely nervous. My hands, legs were shaking. I was feeling there is nothing in my brain. I was unable to utter few sentences. I could speak only two sentences that I remember. My name is Kaiser. I live in Sultan Nagar. After that, I got blank completely. students started staring at me as well as laughing at me. So I thought I wouldn't be able to speak throughout my life. I went to my teacher, asked me about my performance. Sir, the way I performed today, I think I would not be able to speak. So he encouraged me a lot. Well, no, Kaiser, this is your first day. That's why you felt like that. Keep working on yourself. Definitely, you will get a positive result. That motivated me. That motivated me a lot. I started working on myself. Eventually, I got better. Right now, I'm speaking in front of you.
Wonderful. Totally, you took that step. And was your family supportive of your decision? That
Only
out of
my
the blue,
mother.
you are learning a new skill, right? And why is it necessary? People do talk like that. Why do you want to learn
Yeah,
English? We also existed. We didn't know English, right? We are doing well. But your mother was supportive. Oh,
my mother. Yeah, my mother was supported. There was nobody who supported me. Everybody was saying the same thing. Oh my God, you are a welder. You worked in Saudi Arabia as well as Dubai. Why are you learning English? It has no benefit. You will waste your money as well as time.
hmm.
Only my mother was there who supported me and told me, Kaisa, do what you feel to do. Do what you feel to do. Don't look at others. Some people will praise you, some people will criticize you. Don't care. Work on yourself. I believe in you that you will do better.
So you had
So
your support from your
unfortunately,
mother.
I had. Right now, I do not have. My mother passed away 3 months ago.
Oh, but she was very supportive, and somehow because of her, now you are right carrying
Yeah,
forward this skill.
whatever. Yeah, whatever I'm right now, credit goes to my mother.
Totally, mothers are the only selfless creatures on earth. Apart from that, everyone will have a reason to help someone or to benefit them. There's always a reason behind.
Yeah, I always believe that. So, ma'am, may I know a little bit about your journey? How did you get into this field?
Okay, if I talk about my journey in working in EnglishYaari, I completed my graduation in 2021. Post that, I started working as an educator, and I worked from 2021 December to 2024 April last year, and then I got married, and due to which I took a break. But although I got married in September, before that my father got his knee was fractured in an accident, so I took some time off to be with him, and because he was the only member of the house who was doing all the chores, the outside things, right? If this that's shopping, going out, everything, we were dependent on him for a lot of things if you talk about the outside work. But when he got unwell, then me, my mother, my sister, we had to take that responsibility. Due to that, I took some rest from my working journey, and after that, I again, when I got married in September, then I have not yet shifted to my in-laws family. They are living in Greater Noida. I am from Bhopal, and my husband lives in Kuwait. So we are all spread here and there. So I have only done my nikah right now in September. I'll be having my rukhsati and reception in April. So I'll be shifting with them then. And until then, I was having a lot of free time. So I thought of utilizing it, and now I'm here.
So, how was your journey of learning English?
I learnt it in my school. In my school, there were very strict laws that if you speak in Hindi, we'll have to give a fine. So due to which it was a compulsion. We had to speak in English no matter what. That's how. So from school only, I was fluent in English, and then I also had interest in writing poems, poetries, short stories, which fostered my love for English even more.
Yeah. So, actually, ma'am, what I feel that if you really want to improve your English,
Hmm.
you might have reading skills.
Yeah, I do read as well.
Yeah, I do the same, ma'am. Every single day, I have to read at least 10 to 20 pages of a book.
Hmm. Which books are you reading currently?
Attitude is everything.
Oh,
My
so
favorite book.
you are reading self-help motivational books.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's your favorite book.
motivation is needed. Yeah, motivation is needed to improvise yourself. Because every now and then you might have seen people demotivate you.
They always do.
Yeah, people will not let you move forward. So self motivation is needed. What sorry, how I learned English? I was self motivated. Self motivated. Anyhow, I had to work on English language. Most of the teacher confuse you that you should learn grammar, you should learn words, you should learn this, you should learn that. But in case of our native language, do we know what is basic words, what is advanced word, what is intermediate, what is advanced? Don't we know? But in case of English language, there are so many rules and regulations. Hmm?
Hmm.
Rules and regulations. We should try to speak, no matter whether you are speaking a good English or broken English. At least start speaking. You will get to know everything. For example, if you are feeling hungry, there is no food at your home to eat, you will go out and find the food.
Hmm.
You cannot stay hungry for a long time.
Correct.
Similarly, yeah, if you start speaking in English language, you will get to know about grammar structures, about words, whatever things are needed, you will get to know gradually, step by step. At least start speaking.
So that's how
So
you learned as well. You didn't went through books of grammars. You just started speaking, and then eventually it came to you. Okay.
yeah, in my first conversation, I had conversation with a girl from Sri Lanka.
Hmm.
Okay, so when I started having conversation with her, what happened? She asked me, "How have you been
Hmm.
lately?" So I was completely confused. What does it mean? Hmm? So I started searching on Google. So it showed that आप कैसे हैं?
Hmm.
Okay. So then and there I answered her, yeah, I'm fine. And suddenly she asked me, how many siblings do you have? I didn't even know meaning of siblings. So I heard only brothers and sisters.
Hmm.
So I started searching what does sibling mean. So I got to know siblings mean the same. So that is how I learned. I didn't mug up all things, grammar, words, this and that. Whenever something was needed, I got to know.
Okay, just when you started speaking more, you know you got familiar with new words as well because you had to find the
Mm,
meaning. Okay, how will I reply if I know not know the meaning? Great, wonderful.
yeah. So that is how I am taking my journey forward. Inshallah, I will be a good speaker sooner or later,
You are
as I
already
have been
one.
working on it tirelessly. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we are also coming towards the end of our session, and if I have to give you the feedback, although you're already a good speaker, right? There's not much feedback which I'll be giving you today. But if you talk about your eye contact, facial expressions, even if you have a smiling face while you talk, so that is up to the par. It's very good. If you also talk about the
Thank you.
non-verbal aspect of your communication, uh, the thing which I appreciate the most while you're talking is your confidence. Amazing. And
Thank
secondly,
you.
there is no mistakes in grammar which you're making. A few mistakes we do make here and there, but we
Yeah,
corrected
yeah,
that
yeah.
on the way. But apart from that, you are a good speaker already. So, any feedback for me?
So Yeah, ma'am, before you end this conversation, I just want to know how can I improve my pronunciation because there are millions of words. I cannot correct one by one.
First, you have to
Is there any
identify where
technique?
do you struggle, right? Like some people, especially from if you talk about areas from Bihar, Jharkhand, they have they struggle pronouncing the j sound. If I'll say
Yes.
zindagi, jindagi, they usually say jindagi, right? Jindagi is the right
Yes.
pronunciation. So first you have to identify where I'm, making a mistake while pronouncing words. Is it the sasha sound, zaja sound? Sometimes if a word starts with f, fan, people say pan. That is
Yeah.
also happening. So first identify. When you will be able to identify, okay, where is the mistake I'm making, then just practice speaking more and more. Say that word n number of times until you get it right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for having a wonderful conversation.
I really enjoyed the session with you too. Okay, so we'll be wrapping up now. Any feedback for me though?
No, man, it's enough.
Okay. So have a good night. Thank you for joining. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good night.